A very good afternoon, children. Welcome to the social science class. So, let me introduce myself. I am Srishay. So, this year I am going to handle the social science subject. Right? So, you have a total 2 books for social science here, semester 1 and semester 2. Right? So, in this semester 1, we have total number of the lessons are 8. So, 8 lessons we have, isn't it? So, in this class, this is our first class where we are studying the social science, right? So, this is the beginning class of the social science. In this class, we will start our the syllabus, right? Then, among this 8, what was the first lesson then? Right? So, our first lesson is locating the places. What is the lesson, children? Right? So, what is the name of a lesson, children? The name of a lesson is locating places. So, children, may I ask, where locating? Locating in the sense what? So, finding the location. From where? Where we are going to find? Right? So, in this lesson, we are going to study many of the things like, so the first one is the information about the globe, right? So the second one is latitudes, the third one is longitude, then the last one is Greenwich line or international date line. Right. So these 4 major points we are going to study in this lesson. So, what is the 4 major points? The first, we will go to the information. So, information about what? Information about the globe. Then, our second point is latitudes, then longitudes, then the international date lines. So, in this complete lesson, we will understand, so what are the longitudes, what are the latitudes, then what is this international date line. So, such a interesting lesson today I am starting, children. So, let us start our syllabus. So, the first thing here, what is the name of a lesson, children? The name of a lesson is locating the places, right? So, where we need to locate the place is very, very important. So, we need to locate the places on the earth, isn't it? So, earth is not a small one, it's such a huge. How we can locate it? So, if I tell locate the India, where is on the earth? So, we can't it because the such a huge earth, so we can't go over the earth, we can't locate it, we can't find it, right? So, standing in India, so it is very hard. So, how this is what, children? So, where? So, I have, for this reason, the first point I have written here, it is the globe. Then what is globe? Right? So, I have written the globe. First, we must understand what is globe, right? So, it is very essential to know what is globe, right? So, the globe is nothing but so the globe is nothing but small model of the earth. What is that, children? The globe is such a huge, right? So then what is the globe? Globe is nothing but exact model of the earth. How the earth, even it may say, it may in the places, whatever it may, the globe is a small model of the earth. By studying the globe, we can understand where the places are located on the earth. Very simple. Right? model we have done. So for example, let me tell you the for example. Children, how many of you seen the real God? No one. Obviously, no one has seen the God, right? So how we are praying? So we will go to the temple, then we will pray in front of the idol. So what we will think it, children? This is the God. So what we have done? We have done the small model of the God. God is small one. No, the God is there everywhere. The God is a universal. But even though we are praying in the way of in front of the small idol, isn't it? So this is how, children. So the same thing here. We can't go to the earth. For this reason, we have done a small model. That is what? That is the globe, right? So I will show you now the what's globe. See. So you can get to see here the globe. The globe is nothing but the small model of the earth, right? So you may ask, how is our earth, sir? Earth is nothing but so the same. Even the shapes, so even the places. See the African continent we can get to see, right? So North America and South America, right? So this is our Asia, right? So we can identify, we can locate the places on the earth, right? On the globe, isn't it? So this is how. So it has very helpful to the study, right? So we can very easy to carry, right? So for this reason, the globe is very helpful to the study, right? So in this lesson, first point I told you. So what is the information about the globe, right? So let's study. So all the continents are the oceans and countries and marked on the globe. So our first point is, see, in the globe. So I said you it is already the model, right? Model of the earth, right? So many colors you can get to see here. So many, even the lines, some of the vertical, some of the horizontal lines we are observing here, right? So this is what happens. Even the globe is completely colorful, right? So for example, if you take this, so what we can say this? So this is completely the continent of Africa continent, right? So in the sense, all the colors, whatever we are observing here, those all are the 7 continents, right? So how many continents are there, children? There are 7 continents and 5 big oceans, isn't it? So there are 7 continents and 5 big oceans. Already it has located. All the countries, right? For example, you can ask, sir, where is India on it, right? So I can show you the India is here. See, so this is what? This is our India. So what we are observing, this place is India. So in the sense what? We can understand by studying the globe, right? So complete earth, very helpful. So in the sense what? All the continents and 5 oceans, all the countries and marked on it, right? So it is difficult to locate the place on globe, right? Without any reference point. So how we can locate the children? We need a particular places. So beginning places, right? So how the story will get started, children? The story will get started from there was a king in a long ago. So this is our reference point. So if there is no any reference point, how we can start? How we can find out the areas? It is very difficult to locate the places on the globe without any reference point, right? So then let's see. The globe we can see only one side. So the thing is here. See, you people are observing only the part of this globe, right? So here completely blue in color. In the sense it is complete water body, right? You can't see this space. So whatever the back side, we can't see. So if you want to see, what you need to do, children? You need to rotate it, right? So this face you are observing. So if you want to see this side, what you need to do? You need to rotate it, right? So in the sense what? The earth is rotating. Do you know this? The earth is rotating every day, isn't it? So for this reason only we are getting day and night. The concept of day and night you might have studied, right? So in the sense what? The globe we can see only one side. want to see, if we want to see other side, we need to rotate it, right? So then on the basis of poles that the passes through it, see how it is rotating, children. So it is rotating in the sense there are the points, is it not? See, these are the points here and here. So in this, on the basis of in this point, the globe is rotating. If there is a no point in the sense, so if you want to rotate the volleyball in the hands, so what you need to do? You need to support it with your finger, right? So on like this, right? So you can rotate it. So this is our point, so we can rotate it. If there is a no reference, no point, the earth can't rotate it, right? Not only the earth, even whatever the things you take it. So reference point is very, very important. So what the points are called? So what is this called? So what these are? It is the globe are. The globe is having 2 points. The points are called the poles. What is that, children? The points are called poles, right? So let me explain on the board once again. So see here. So right. So this is the globe. The globe is not exact round, children. So it is just slant in the both the side. So this is what reason the globe is not round in shape. The earth is not in shape. So what we can call it? This shape is called geode. So what is the shape of our children? Geode. We must say geode. This is the particular the shape of our earth. So usually we are not using this geode. Then what name we are using? We are using the common name, that is orange shape. So this is the shape of orange. You can get to see the orange will be in the same shape of our earth, right? So next what happens? I said you this is rotating. In the sense it is rotating. So rotating, how it is rotating? So there are 2 points here. So from this and from this. So on the basis 2 of these points, so earth is rotating. So what are these points are called? So these points are called nothing but, so first we should know the directions. Is it not? So how come? So see here. So our right should be east, right? So this is west. And it is our north and it is our south. East, west and north and south. Right? So if you think about, so in the east and west there are no poles, no points over here. No need to locate. Then the 2 points are rotating in which direction, children? The poles are there from the earth. So the first one is north, then another one is south. So what these points are called? The points are called, this is northern hemisphere, northern pole, then this is southern pole. Right? So this is northern pole and it is southern pole. So on the basis of 2 poles, it is rotating. So what it is rotating? So points are in the end. So what about in this middle? Right? So this is what? This is called as axis. Right? Then what we concluded here, children? The globe is rotating. The globe is rotating on its axis. Right? So axis are nothing but the place, from where the globe is rotating. Right? So end points are called pole. Then the earth is rotating on its axis. Right? So this is what which is called axis. Then now here you can get to see the next point. So there are the lines you can get to see here. See. So some of the vertical lines you can get to see here everywhere. So red in color. So the same thing here. Some of the horizontal lines also we can get to see, right? So horizontal lines. So what about this? I said this is the model of the earth. As the earth, the same thing we can get to see everything over here. So you can ask this, sir, are there any kind of lines on the earth? No, there are no real lines on the earth, right? So I said two types of lines. So the first one is horizontal and another one is vertical. So it is our horizontal, right? Horizontal lines, and these are the vertical lines, right? So these are the imaginary lines, right? So how come imaginary? I said, so if I said there are line on the earth, if you start searching, the real lines are there, we can't see any kind of the lines in the entire earth. Because of this reason, the lines are there only on the globe. Why only on the globe? Because of this reason, so we better to study. We have drawn some imaginary lines, some two types. The first one is horizontal, another one is vertical lines. So these are the imaginary lines. Then what about it? We can say only the imaginary lines. So it has a particular meaning that, so imaginary lines, the whatever the horizontal lines are there, those are called latitudes, right? So next, the vertical lines, whatever we are observing, so these are called longitude, right? Latitude and longitude, is it not? So these are the imaginary lines. So the next point we must see the number of the lines on the globe. On these are the imaginary lines on the globe, right? So vertical and horizontal lines. Then for what reason these imaginary lines are required, children? What is the reason we need these lines? There is no real lines, but even though we are drawing, what are the uses of the lines? So this is the use of the line, children. So we can locate the place, right? So you can understand here. So if the person is standing on the globe here, right? Without any line, it is very hard to tell that where the person is standing. But now we can answer tell you the where the person is standing. The person is standing. So this is completely northern part. Then this is southern part. So this is east and it is our west. So what we must tell, the person is standing in the west part. This is west, it is east. So in the east, then in the southern part. So where the person is standing? The person is standing on the globe in the west hemisphere, then the south direction. So we can say this. So this is what reason we need the imaginary lines to locate the places. Now we have located where the person is standing. So for example, you take where the India is located. So India is locating on the northern hemisphere, exactly in the eastern hemisphere. So here in this part, the India is located. Is it not? So India is located here. So this is how, from the point, we can understand well to locate the places. For this reason, we need the imaginary lines, right? So next we have some details about this, the globe. So how many things we have understood, children? We have understood the shape of the earth. Then what happens? What you usually call it? So earth is rotating on its axis. So there are two points. The end points are called northern pole and the southern pole. Then there are some imaginary lines called latitude and longitude, right? So again we will discuss the further information afterwards we will get it. So before that, so what is the point, children, here? So I have drawn this, the middle line. Is it not? So this is called as the horizontal lines are called latitudes, right? So I have drawn only one line. For what reason? To measure the earth. How come? See, I said this is the pole. and even it is pole. Right? So what it means? So the main latitude with the number of 0, this line is going to divide the equal part of our earth. So it will divide the two equal parts. Right? So this is called as north or northern hemisphere. So this is called as southern hemisphere. Right? So this is our northern hemisphere. So it is southern hemisphere. From where to where? So northern hemisphere is located from this equator to up to north pole. Right? So from equator to up to south end point, this place is called as southern hemisphere. Right? So this is our northern hemisphere and it is our southern hemisphere. So this is called as equator. Right? So today what we have done, children? We have done in the beginning class, we have learned so many things. First, what is globe? The shape of our globe. Right? So imaginary lines, horizontal and vertical. The poles we have done. We have studied about the axis. Right? So what is going to happen? Tomorrow the further information, right? So where now we will stop the discussion. Tomorrow let's continue the further information about this the chapter. The next is we are going to study about the what are the latitudes, then how many latitudes are there, right? Until you do your homework, then be safe, be in your home. Thank you.